For the final time of the PCSRA Craftsman Truck Series, I say good evening and welcome here to the Races 150 for the final race of the debut season of the PCSRA Craftsman Truck Series. Blake Wagner, Olivia Jackson, J Bodine, and Billy Kitchens for one of these four drivers, will be your champion of the Truck Series after last week's elimination race from Homestead, which also saw the departures of Xavier Allsopp, Marcus Sellers, Alex Winters, and J Underhill, who were the four drivers sadly eliminated from the championship hunt. Alina Ritchie is on the pole position. She doesn't care about the championship. She just wanted to finish her season with a trip to victory lane. She is 22nd in the points. Blake Wagner, the highest of our championship four, is alongside Aaron Hornish in row 2, 33rd in the points, and Parker Castle, who comes this race 34th in the points, still looking for his first top five and his first win on the season. Can't believe he's gone the entire season without a top five. Wouldn't that be a shocker if he doesn't get a top five all season? So, yeah, Jamie Bodine will start in 7th. Billy Kitchens 14th, and where in the world is Olivia Jackson starting? 29th. But the good thing is Olivia Jackson's on that inside line on for this race as we're going to get these trucks rolling off. Final time they get the roll off together. And for the 10 drivers that made the playoffs, they're going to be going to the Busch Series after tonight's race, which I wish them good luck in that process. As I say hi to Mr. Cody Smart, who will be in the final four for the Winston Cup title 2 nights from now.
Yes, hello. I just stumbled in here randomly.
All right. This is it for the Truck Series drivers. I want to take this time to thank all of these 36 drivers here in the Truck Series for what has been a great season. And as I said, we have 4 drivers battling for a championship. You have another 32 drivers that want to go to victory lane to finish off their seasons as best as they can. As we're getting set for the Reese's 150, and the pace car is off, and the final race for the Craftsman Truck Series of the debut season is green. Of course, we are under the lights. The track is going to have a lot more grip as far as that's concerned. This has been the home of the championship race. We had it in the Monster Energy Series, the Trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings Series when it was called the the Coca-Cola Truck Series, excuse me, as Aaron Hornish barely leads the first lap over Alina Ritchie. Alina Ritchie will be back in the Truck Series next season for Ultra Motorsports in that one team. And we're going to see what happens here tonight. Of course, we are in Canada, believe it or not. Checking the back of the field here, 3 wide. This track is identical to Dover International Raceway. Alex Winters, J Underhill, the 2 drivers who were recently eliminated from the playoffs and came up 1 round shy of battling for the championship. As Aaron Hornish and Chaz Farmer have broken away from third place Parker Castle. Parker Castle comes into this race 34th in the points. He has yet to score a top 5 this season, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast. And right now, Jamie Bodine is the highest of the championship 4 competitors, but still got a long way to go here, folks. Remember, next season we'll have the Rookie of the Year honors in this series for all 3, Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup. It's also the final time it's called the PCSRA Craftsman Truck Series, because next season it will be called the WRA Presents the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Want to point that out. Aaron Hornish looking for his second win of the year. He did get a win, but was not high enough in points to have his win count for a spot in the playoffs. He'll be back with this 9-team next season, but will have to qualify on time, as they're going to lap Ashton Ingersoll, who's won the last two races in the Truck Series, Talladega and also last week's race at Homestead. He's all the way here at the rear of the field. Or is he already a lap down? He's already a lap down, so something must have happened to him. I don't know if he had an unscheduled pit stop or not, but that's a tough break for him. Oh, I heard scraping. We got a wreck. We got a wreck. I just saw Shyla Ascroft, Ingrid Pollard. Caution is out. And it does not involve any championship 4 drivers. Shyla Ascroft stuck on the apron. Ingrid Pollard, 21st in the points. Shyla Ascroft came in this race 24th in the points. Both of these ladies did not need something like this to happen. Caution's out for the first time tonight. Let's go back and see what happened to Pollard and Askarov. This is why 4 wide does not work. You have Cody Goforth, Abigail Furling, Shyla Askarov, and Ingrid Pollard. Pay attention to the 36, because she's going to get, and this is in front of 2 championship contenders, of Billy Kitchens and Blake Wagner. And you saw the 36 went up, got into Abigail Furling, and then she came down and got into Ingrid Pollard, took both of them into the inside wall. Looks like the 99 didn't hit anything, but the 36 did get a little bit of damage to the front, and I believe the rear end of her Ford F-Series. That's a tough break for these two ladies. They've had a struggling season. Askarov, ever since her free fall in the second half of the regular season, sadly has not fully recovered. She will be leaving this ride after tonight's race. She's moving over to replace J Underhill at Ultra Motorsports next season, which hopefully she'll have a little bit of success there. And Ingrid Pollard who will be back with this 99 team. Not the way these two girls want to end off their season, as the caution's out for the first time today. Let's get to the restart here at Toronto. Getting ready to go back to green on lap number 14 of 40 here in the championship race for the Truck Series. Aaron Hornish is the leader. Chaz Farmer second. Parker Castle third. J Ard is fourth. Jesse was eliminated in round 1 as... Okay, I don't know why the AI is doing that, but anyway. J Bodine, the highest of our championship 4, he is 5th. 6th, Alexandria Sarnes. 7th, Carlos Rodriguez. 8th, Abigail Furling. Lena Ritchie, 9th, and Lucy Granger completes your top 10. Both of those drivers, the 64 and the 36. The 36 got stuck on the apron, had to teleport to pit road, so they did get her back out on the track, even though she did lose a lap doing so. And then Ashton Ingersoll, which we're still not sure what was wrong with his machine, as Ingrid Pollard just came off pit road with a mechanical problem, so tough break for Ingrid Pollard, as her night just went from bad to worse here in the season finale. Green flag back in the air, and that's a shame for Ashton Ingersoll, because he all of a sudden won the last 2 races. Doesn't look like he's going to end it off with a 3-peat unless something dramatic happens. And he is up to speed, so he's right now hoping to bank for a caution to get himself back on the lead lap and possibly have a chance for a 3-peat. Of course, Cody's here in the booth with me, just studying on this race to get him ready for that Winston Cup Championship battle coming up in 2 nights' time. Of course, we will have the Busch and Winston Cup Series races tomorrow tomorrow night and Saturday night. It will be an 8:30 Eastern Standard Time green flag, so you can definitely say Busch and Winston Cup night in America. And you could also say this race here tonight is truck night in America. The caution's out for the second time today. Now this question is, were any of our championship 4 drivers involved? If they are, this could end their championship hopes just like that. Parker Castle is the reason for the yellow. And I believe he's the only one involved. A lot of damage to that truck. And Ashton Ingersoll did not beat Aaron Hornish back to the line, or he would have been back on the lead lap. So caution's out for the second time today. Let's go back and see what happened to the 57. Looks like this involved, let's see what happened to Castle, as he was trying to get around Shyla Askarov. Looks like his truck got a little tight, and then he turns Askarov. Askarov saves it, but then Parker Castle doesn't realize Luis Hernandez was there. And that's what spun the 57 into the wall. Tell you what, Anthony Ritchie did a brilliant job not running into the side of the tied Chevy Silverado of Luis Hernandez. A lot of damage to Parker Castle's machine. I talked about it. He came in this race not even scoring a top 5. 1 top 10 on the year and only 4 laps led this season. Been a difficult season for Parker Castle, but he'll be back with this team next season, hopefully with some better results. As that was the caution for the second time today, as we're at the nearing the midway point of tonight's race. Let's get back to the restart here at Toronto. Well, bad news for Aaron Hornish. His engine just let go on him. A camshaft failure, unfortunately, will take him out of the race. So that means Ashton Ingersoll will now be on the tail end of the lead lap. Askarov is still 1 lap down. So that turns the race lead over to J Ard. Second is Carlos Rodriguez. Alexander Sarnes third. Fourth, Billy Kitchens, the highest of the championship 4. Morgan Lohr will be 5th. Xavier Allsopp, who was recently eliminated, is 6th. Goforth is 7th. 8th, Kaiser. 9th, Farmer. And Jamie Bodine, another playoff contender, now in the top 10. As that's a tough break for Aaron Hornish, who had this race won. And we're also being told Cheyenne Berkshire has also taken her truck back behind the wall with a piston failure. So Aaron Hornish, 33rd in the points. Been a difficult season for him. Cheyenne Berkshire, on the flip side, not the way she wanted to end off her season. She was top 15 in the points. So what a disappointing end to the season for that driver. Green flag back in the air, and Ashton Ingersoll now hoping for a caution to get back on the lead lap as we're past the halfway point of this championship race. Carlos Rodriguez getting stuck behind Askarov. Trying to figure, okay, there you go. They're going to split that 36 in the middle. The good thing for Askarov is she's going to be driving for a sponsored team in Ultra Motorsports next season for the Truck Series. Emma Kaiser there. Oh, Billy Kitchens! Or no, that was Jamie Bodine. I'm sorry. Jamie Bodine almost got turned and almost had his championship hopes come to an end. Thankfully, he saved it. Excuse me. There's Billy Kitchens. He just took the lead. As Ashton Ingersoll trying to get back on the lead lap. Billy Kitchens, nobody expected Billy Kitchens to possibly do something he has never done in his PCSRA career, but Carlos Rodriguez trying to go to victory lane in that 33. But remember, Kitchens is the highest of the championship 4. Rodriguez 16th in the points. As I just got my tips from work, which was a lousy $18, which I could have done a little bit better, but we'll never know. But to be fair, as I'm recording this, we're going to be busier later in the month and all that, as I'm recording this with Cody. Ashton Ingersoll just pulling away, but it's a shame Ingersoll did not make the playoffs. Otherwise, we could have talked about him possibly being a threat for the championship, but he'll be a threat for the title next season, back in that 64 machine. One other thing I should mention that Cody is not aware of is that after tonight's race, as I need to do this to Taylor, because why the hell not? After tonight's race, the top 27 in owner points, as far as the truck owner points, they're locked into the show starting at, I think it's either Daytona or Coca-Cola. I do not remember what I wrote down on the schedule. But you'll find that out in the Discord. You'll find that out in the Discord, by the way. Of course, the Busch Series, the top 30 will be locked in the show, and then the top 35 will be locked in as far as the Winston Cup Series is concerned. Jamie Bodine, right in the tire tracks of the 88, but I don't know where Olivia Jackson is. She's 16th right now. Right now, she would be 4th in the championship. But you know what, for Olivia Jackson, whether she wins the championship or not, she's going to Busch next season. And we'll be seeing her sisters in this series next season. London and Violet Jackson, because they're going to be full-time in the truck series. And Olivia's going to Busch next season. Carlos Rodriguez. Try to remember who he is a part of as far as the free agent is concerned. I don't know if he's on Cody's team or if he's on Taylor's team. Do you know, Cody, or?
Which driver?
Carlos Rodriguez.
I think he went over to my team after his deal with Nathan Ormond.
Yep. Of course, he will be driving a Ford next season, Carlos Rodriguez. He's finishing his tenure with Chevrolet after tonight, so he will drive a Ford next season in the Truck Series. Right now, he would be locked in the show based on driver points from this season. He is 16th in the points entering tonight. And I think Michael Brown, I believe he's under your team, if I'm correct.
I think so as well.
Yeah, he is, now that I realize. As we're now down to 5 laps of racing to go. There's J Underhill, who was recently eliminated from the playoffs. Would like to finish 5th in the playoffs and the season. This is where Shyla Askarov will be going to next season for Ultra Motorsports to join Alina Ritchie, as they have lapped Ashton Ingersoll. So it looks like Ingersoll will not go 3 in a row. But we have a battle for the championship between Kitchens and Jamie Bodine. Billy Kitchens, when we were here in Toronto in the Coca-Cola Truck Series, he was, as Cody likes to call it, mid. He's about to go from mid to possibly winning the championship in 3 laps from now. Right now we have 32 on the lead lap, 34 in the race. And here comes J Underhill looking underneath the Monaco Chevrolet of Carlos Rodriguez. Good thing for Rodriguez, he will be locked in the show because of where he was at driver points wise. If my stupid notifications on my tips would stop appearing, that would be great. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go in the truck season for season 1. J Underhill is going to end his tenure in the Truck Series on a high. It will be his second win of the season. J Underhill is going to take the Reese's 150 here tonight at Toronto. And Billy Kitchens will be the Season 1 Craftsman Truck Series champion. And I bet nobody saw that one coming. And the one person who's regretting letting go Billy Kitchens is Nathan Orman, because Billy Kitchens went from being mid to pulling off the championship just like that. Carlos Rodriguez will have to settle for second again. Another good result. A great way for him to end his Chevy tenure on a high. Of course, he's going to Ford next season. J Ard in third. She will be moving to the Busch Series next season. There's going to be a lot of drivers shuffling during the offseason as far as who's going to where and all that. Billy Kitchens will be the champion. Comes away with fourth. Victoria Hughes fifth. J Bodine will be second in points. Sixth for him. Jared Johnson seventh. Sam Vickers, Abigail Furling, and Maisie Creighton will complete the top 10. Blake Wagner will be third in the championship. He finished 11th. And Olivia Jackson, 22nd, will be fourth in the standings, which that is how the season will end. As you look on down to the remainder of the finishing results, Castle was the last driver to finish on the lead lap in 32nd. Ashton Ingersoll, Shyla Ascroft finished one lap down, and then two drivers finished out of the race, Aaron Hornish, Cheyenne Berkshire, due to mechanical failures from tonight's proceedings. Well, it has been an honor for me to call Season 1 of the PCSRA Craftsman Truck Series. J Underhill, congratulations on his second win of the Truck Series season, and congratulations to Billy Kitchens on winning the championship. And Cody, want to thank you for joining me for tonight's Truck Series race, which I think he already left. Nope, he's still there, but still want to thank him for joining me and for this incredible season. I also want to thank you guys for watching all of these Truck Series races we've done. We still got Busch and Winston Cup Championship to decide in the Toronto race weekend before we get ready to see Season 2 on the horizon. If you guys enjoyed tonight's race and this season, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We showed your full finish results. Your final point standings are down in the description to finish off Season 1 of the Craftsman Truck Series. We'll see you guys tomorrow night from Toronto. Until then, for Cody Smart, I've been Dean DeVoe signing off as you've been watching another broadcast of PCSRA TV, where champions are made since 2010 and 15 years is the best in racing around the world since 2017. Good night from Toronto.